Welcome to Always 2, a Star Wars podcast, the straight-talking and skywalking Scottish duo that discuss everything about the galaxy far, far away.
One of my favourite things, and I think one of a lot of people's favourite things in Star Wars, are why, if you just look at all the toys people have, lightsabers, Daniel.
I've got two in front of me.
They're alright, aren't they?
They're no bad.
They're no bad. I love it. Yeah. So ever since A New Hope, when we see the first lightsaber battle, that the love of lightsaber battles is kind of became a universal thing. Just they're like swords but cooler.
They are.
They're space swords.
They're hot swords.
They're hot swords. Actually, fun fact, they're not. According to George Lucas, they're not actually hot. Yeah. Even though I don't understand, because when they cut through like a door, it looks hot to me. But apparently, they don't give off any heat.
And it cauterizes Count Dooku's wound.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, I think his description was like, if you held your hand up in it, you wouldn't feel a heat. I don't know. I'm not questioning the man himself.
Yeah.
He's God. He kind of looks a bit like God.
He does a bit.
Yeah, or Santa. Giving the gift of Star Wars to all kids worldwide. Except you, Peru. Sorry, that's...
Sorry?
I said except you, Peru.
No, I know what you said. I just mean... Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to pick a random country.
Move on. Let's get into the point.
We are going to discuss our favourite lightsaber battles and what we think makes a lightsaber battle good. Because, like we said, it's one of my favourite aspects of Star Wars. I love a fight scene in any movie, like a well choreographed fight scene, and I love the production that goes into like a choreographed fight scene, from like the lighting, the cinematography. And I think it'd be a good discussion to have between two friends. Unfortunately, we don't have one of them, so
I was just about to say, when you're bringing them in, I'd love to speak to them.
Yeah. Anyway, so we can just like maybe do like a top three, and that's putting you on the spot to think of like three your favourite.
Well, I have three.
I have three as well. So do you want to say your third favourite then?
Yes.
You have to order them.
Right.
Go.
I know my third. My top two is going to be hard.
Okay.
But my third is one that maybe a lot of people wouldn't like, but it's for a very specific reason. It is Ben Kenobi versus Darth Vader in A New Hope.
Okay.
Because, now, I will admit, it's probably the worst battle.
I would argue objectively it's the worst choreographed fight.
Yes. They don't move. You can see the wires sticking at their coats.
Obi-Wan Kenobi does the slowest spin known to man. Half the movie is him spinning that one spin. I'm sorry, if I'm 8 years old, it takes me that long to spin. Put me out of my misery. Sorry, Alec Guinness, but
it takes a while, and it ends weirdly with Darth Vader like stamping on his coat. To kind of prove to be like, is he dead? No, Darth. Where's he gone?
No, he had never seen a Jedi dissipate into the Force before. It
True.
hadn't been seen before. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? Unprecedented. There we go. Big words, Jordan. That's what they call me.
The reason it's in my top three is because it's the first.
Okay.
And it's kind of purely for that reason. But it's like when I was a little child of 3. Sitting watching and just seeing, because obviously my brain went, Darth Vader probably has a lightsaber.
Yeah.
But that just moment where he reveals it and you're like, oh, they can fight each other with these. And yes, it's not great. Have you seen the YouTube video where someone's edited it to be amazing?
Yes, they did that took a long. I was going to mention that. It's called like SC, because it's like scene, whatever the scene number in the film is, that's what they call it. And it's really, really, really well done. Because even like Photoshop Alec Guinness's like face, like rotoscope his face over the entire thing.
Yeah.
And like it does obviously looks a little jarring, but like better than I could ever do. And I want to say, because we don't argue against each other or like disagree with each other that much.
No.
So I'm gonna, maybe the first time it's history, I'm going to disagree with Daniel. I think that fight is bad, real bad. Even as a kid, I was like, "This is bad. Why are they moving slower than my gran?" And like, because I literally never fell in love with lightsaber battles until episode 5. Because I just personally, this fight is so badly choreographed I get it. It wasn't meant to be like a big. It wasn't. They didn't think lightsaber battle was going to take off as much as they did probably. And then so I'm gonna have a slight disagreement there. I don't like this fight that much, especially going back.
I don't have much argument against that though, which I feel like is an issue.
But if you're just taking, when you were a kid, that's nostalgia is like such a powerful force, and you obviously loved it when you first watched it.
And I just feel like
you'll hold on to that.
Regardless of how it looks, we need some respect needs to be put on the granddad of all lightsaber battles.
Sure, but that's why it's called Granddad, not because it was the first. It's because that's who's fighting, granddads.
Right. What's your third one then, Jordan?
Kind of the same. People.
See if you put the same, like
it's
that
the same.
one.
No,
I hate it, but it's my number 3.
I hate it. It's my favourite fight of all time, though. I hate it. But no, it's the same people, but when they were a bit younger. Anakin versus Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith, and a lot of people shit on the prequels a lot, and they think they shit on the fights a lot, saying they're too over choreographed, and I think this one gets a pass for being over choreographed because there's so much emotion in the story to that. Because when it comes down to it, that's what I'm looking for most in a fight, is the emotion, is the story, is being invested in the fight. The first, like Phantom Menace I think is the best choreographed fight. Being Maul, Qui-Gon,
I would agree.
But I don't really care because Maul's in it for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And obviously we know Ewan McGregor is gonna survive. I knew that in the one I'm talking about right now, so that's a shit thing to say. But yeah, it's the story, and I think, but the choreography, in the Revenge of the Sith fight is amazing, nearly as amazing as that first one. It's the music is one of my favorite pieces of music in Star Wars, Battle of the Heroes. I adore it, and it's the quotes in that during that fight are so iconic. Like I can just when the movie's playing, I can just read off everything they're saying.
Yeah. And
I feel like a big old nerd, and I just love it, Daniel. I love Revenge of the Sith. I adore, and I don't care what you're gonna say. I just think I think after Clone Wars, I love it even more. Trying to tie it back what we were mentioning earlier, because I think Clone Wars elevates everything in Revenge of the Sith, and I think especially this fight, because you learn to because in the movies they tell us how much Anakin and Obi-Wan are close, but Clone Wars shows us that, and that makes the fight so much better in Revenge of the Sith. It makes it so much more sad. And yes, I'm a big movie music guy, and I think that's probably a big reason why I have this so high. And it's the only prequel fight I have in my top 3.
Well, I'm not going to say much about it until right now, because it's also my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. It's so close. It's almost my favourite, and it is purely down to Clone Wars and the music. And also, Mustafar is such a cool place to have a lightsaber battle on. Oh,
the cinematography in that. The bit where they grab each other's hands and the lava just splaying off in the background. Splaying? I made up a new word. That's a good...
No, splaying's a word.
Splaying?
Yeah. You haven't used it in the right way, but it's still a word.
I mean, then who the fuck cares if it's a word?
But yeah, I just think... it literally, the planet is basically erupting behind them. They're in buildings, they're on lava waterfalls, they're on the lava river, and then also, it's been memed to death. Yeah. But it ends with one of the coolest, most genuinely emotional speeches ever.
Yeah. You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them.
And then he's just on the ground going, ah!
I hate you.
But that's so incredible, just seeing how broken he is and how it's the first moment. And also, the scene immediately before it where he force chokes someone for the first time. I'm including that. I know it's not part of it, but it's...
Yeah, it's not the first time Anakin choked someone.
I've just realised it's not, literally as I said that. It's not.
Yeah, he does it in Clone Wars a few times, actually.
Yeah, but in films...
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think he does it in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, and he doesn't do it in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, just the delusion of Anakin versus how broken Obi-Wan is that he failed him. It's just that line where it's like, I failed you, Anakin. I failed you. And then it's just it's so heartbreaking. It's
just great. And then again, I'm the same. The music is incredible. The edit, the cutting back and forward between everything is so well done.
And just the cause I've seen the backstage of how much effort
Oh, it's
Hayden Christensen
insane.
and Ewan McGregor put into that fight. Like how much they learned to fight. And so I need to give so much props to them because they're all into it. It really shows.
And I'm the exact same as you. Revenge of the Sith is literally one of my favourite Star Wars films, and again, is down to a large part of that is down to the Clone Wars, but another large part of that is because of that lightsaber battle, which is my number 2. What's yours, Jordan?
My number 2, which this one is a bit different to my other ones because it's less because the story, not because the story's bad, but I'm a big movie production lover. I love if something looks good, like cinematography, and I think this one is the best visually lightsaber battle. And do you think you can guess it?
The best visually.
I think the colors of this, the color palette of this fight battle is beautiful.
Is it a short battle?
Not necessarily, no. I think I know what you're talking about. I think were you thinking of Kylo versus Luke?
I was thinking of Kylo versus Luke.
That one's cinematography is so good as well, but it's not really a lightsaber battle because they
It's
never
not.
even.
It's
so
not.
I couldn't really.
Is it Rey versus Kylo in
It's Rey.
Rise of Skywalker in Force Awakens?
Yep, it's Rey versus Kylo in Force Awakens. That dimly lit forest is so fucking beautiful, and I just love the styles of each because I think they contemplate they work with the characters so well. Kylo Ren is he's just been injured as well, so I by Chewbacca, so I feel it's fair that he wouldn't win this.
I remember a quick thing that you ranted earlier, right? So me and my dad have very different views on Star Wars, right?
Yeah. He's not a sequel guy, is he?
He's not. However, I never told you this. He absolutely adored Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, really?
He thought it was incredible.
I mean, I guess there was a lot of callbacks to the original trilogy, which he loves. Maybe that's the reason.
But he still hates Kylo Ren / Ben Solo. And one of the main reasons he hates him is because of this film. And he hates this scene because he's like, how rubbish is he? He's just been beaten by somebody who's never held a lightsaber. And I always am like, well, 1, he's hurt. 2, he's still in training. And 3, the person...
He doesn't want to kill Rey.
Exactly.
I combined Rey and Kylo there. He doesn't want to. He wants to bring her back so he can complete her training.
Exactly.
So, obviously, he's going to hold back because he's trying to not kill her.
Thank you, Jordan. You've argued my point.
I know. I just got angry at your dad. He's not even here.
I'm going to send him this clip.
Tell Graham Jordan wants a fight.
I'm going to send him this clip.
Okay, do it. But yeah, it's just like I'm saying, Kylo's fighting style is he's obviously he's still new as well. He's brash. He's violent. Where Rey is fierce and fresh. Where it's all stabbing rather than slicing. Mm-hmm. I think. I don't know. It's not again. It's not the best choreograph. It's not the best story. But I just think visually, I love a cheeky visual. It's just a beautifully lit and choreographed fight, and and I love it. I love it, Daniel.
I love it too. It hasn't made my top 3, but I totally agree that it's one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Kylo and Luke's one of my favourite. Choreographed and just cinematography scene. Because there's this shot of just them looking at each other, and it has in the background you can see the salt, the red salt at the bottom, and it's all brought a tear to my eye. I'm such.
So, I have a feeling we have the same number 1.
We definitely. Do you want to say it at the same time?
Oh, this is going to go perfect in editing.
Just say blank versus blank in the movie.
Okay. I'm going to do it in alphabetical order.
Oh, don't. I'm going to think about it. You make me think.
First names.
Yeah, okay. First names?
Kinda. Titles.
Okay, yeah. I was just going to call him by second.
Okay, go with second name in terms of surnames.
Yeah, but that's first. I really hope you say something different. You say Yoda versus Count Dooku. Right, right. Ready?
Right, wait, I'll go 3, 2, 1 and then say it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Skywalker versus Vader.
Luke.
Wait, what did you do?
I said Vader versus Luke.
Why? That's a surname and a first name.
Well, you said alphabetically by their first name, kind of. So you were going to say Darth first, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to say the second name of that first. So that's what Vader. And then you said Skywalker. Why? I thought we were doing Vader for. Oh my god.
But I was doing both surnames.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did.
I did Vader and Luke.
I know you did. I was here.
I'm right.
Right. Vader versus Luke in Return of the Jedi.
Cut that bit out.
Okay.
That whole exchange. Yes, it's a good fight, Daniel. I love it.
It's no
Tell me why
bad,
I
is
love
it?
it.
It's no
Tell me why
bad.
I love it.
It's right. So I think a lot of people will be annoyed that neither of us featured Empire's fight.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of mentioning it now because Return of the Jedi's fight wouldn't be as good without Empire's fight. Because Empire's fight, it shows that, now yes, Vader isn't trying to kill Luke. He's trying to bring him back. But it very clearly shows that Luke has so far to go to compete with him.
Vader seems always he's in control.
Yeah. Vader's dominating the entire thing and then goes, "Hey, I'm your dad. Do you want to join me?" "Oh, you fell into a big hole." But
Oh no. Sorry that Ben said I wasn't your dad.
yes. But then, in this Return of the Jedi, you see Luke is not only his equal, but is dominating for large aspects of it. And then, the best bit is when he just goes ballistic.
Yes, he mentions Leia's name. He's like, if you won't turn to the dark side, perhaps she will. And then he just he taps into the dark side. He's like, no, she will. You're wrong. So I'm going to use this hatred, and I'm just going to whack you a lot. Several times.
That's how he does it. And then also, it's just great to have, like, Palpatine in the background of this one, just being a
Every
dick.
scene between those three in that movie is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Palpatine just is mind game saying, "I want you to kill me, Luke, so you can be the real Emperor." And then he's like, "No, Vader, kill him." He's like, "No, Luke, you kill him, so you can be my." Oh, it's like mind game. So many layers to that crinkly old testicle man.
It's just, it's so well done. Again, people are going to get so bored hearing it. The sound design and the cinematography is incredible.
Is this the shot where like it's like they're fighting like exactly like horizontal on like the back, and like it just goes past like the stairs, and it just keeps going, and it's like, oh.
The moment that Luke goes to kill the Emperor, but Vader's lightsaber comes out of nowhere and they clash in front of Palpatine's
him
face.
smiling in the background. This is what he wanted. He was getting his way. And then there's the whole when he finally hits him a bunch, knocks his arm off, and he has a realization that like he is the same as me. He is being manipulated. He sees himself in Vader at that moment.
It's a hark back to Empire again. The
Yeah,
cave on Dagobah.
Last Jedi has an exact frame for frame shot.
Yeah.
When Vader does Luke is like going to kill Kylo in that moment at Reef. It's like if you position that up with the scene where he's looking down at his hand, it's like positions itself exactly.
That's great.
Because Last Jedi is a great movie, and I will hear nothing to the contrary.
This is the hill we will die on. But it's so well done. And then again, spoke about it for Anakin versus Obi-Wan. The scene following it, I know in the shit Blu-ray edition he says no, but it's the redemption of Vader. It's the coming back of Anakin. He is the returning Jedi.
So it's not just the fight itself; it's everything surrounding that whole scene. It's peak movies, Daniel. It's just Luke. He threw his lightsaber away because he is a good man. He's a good man, Daniel.
He is.
No matter how many problems you'll face in the future as well, he always comes out in the end great. Because that's the mark of a good man. You might have some problems. You might have some issues, some flaws. Everyone has a flaw, Daniel.
They do.
Yeah. I woke up at like 1 o'clock today. That's a flaw.
Great.
But yeah, it's just an incredible fight, and I'm glad we both agree.